Hey, everybody, it's Dr. V here talking about week 8 and a little bit about spring break, too. You're going to see I have a note here that the paper can come in up until the 10th of March, which is during spring break. Official ODU rules do not allow due dates to be set during breaks, and I totally agree with that. So the due date is officially March 3rd before spring break. Unofficially, if you want to use some of spring break, please go ahead. I'm fine with that. I want to make sure that everybody has a little bit of flexibility right around this midpoint in the semester when a lot of us need a rest, and maybe you also just need to be able to move some things around. That means I'm not requiring you to turn it in on the 10th, but you can have up till then if you want it. I am going to say though that after the 10th is not an option. That's a hard line. I'm actually taking the normal late pass and extensions and saying we're going to have that for the 10th instead. So this is not going to stretch into the Monday after the 10th. I just want to be very clear about it because I need to start grading them. I don't want my students to have this work due when we're trying to start a new paper. And also, well, repeating what I was saying, everyone needs a break. Let's go into the folder and see what's in there. At the top, I have a reminder to go back and look at prior lessons if you need them. I do want everybody here knowing that there is really no reason not to start working on your draft, even if you have not gotten feedback on the journal draft from Dr. V. I think that could actually hold you up, but you're more than capable of applying the lessons that are loaded here in week 8 and then doing things that are covered in your feedback after that fact. Now, in order to accommodate for the the Thursday, March 10th extra time, I'm saying that I'll give you feedback before the end of the day on March 4th. It really helps me not to have to rush through the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of a work week to get that feedback turned around. But if some of you want to get this work in before spring break, I just need you to tell me so that I'll put you to the front of the line with grading priority. That means that if you want to have a full spring break, you need to let me know, hey, Dr. B, can you grade my journal earlier in the week? And I'd be happy to do that for you. In this folder, you have the writing lessons needed for your final draft of this paper. I do want everybody in here paying close attention to those. It will be obvious if you didn't do those lessons when the papers turn in, so don't skip it. And those writing lessons will involve works cited, that sort of thing. Most people in the class are going to have citations somewhere in the first or second paragraph of the paper. This is not a heavy duty research paper, but if you are citing sources from, usually it's the internet for this paper, then that needs to be in there and properly done. It's going to almost exclusively be information about where you found your image and the creator and that sort of thing. And lessons are in the previous weeks regarding writing the introduction. So that's what's in this folder. You need to open it up, see what's there. And then this is where you load the paper. At what is now 8 weeks into the semester, the nice time is over from my perspective. I know that on an individual level, you all can't really even begin to imagine the amount of extra time and hassle it can cause on my end to chase down links that don't work, things that aren't loaded properly. And then really that backlog passes on to all my students because it slows me down grading. And it also makes it a longer timeline for students to get their own work back if I can't see it. So there's penalties. That was a very long build up to that. Only one letter grade will be taken off if it's not a Google Doc link. And what that means is I can still see it in Blackboard. I just don't have good tools for reviewing it. But it's a major slowdown because when I use a video to grade, then I have to convert it to an MP4 for Blackboard or go open an email and send it. It's just a hassle. Don't do it. Do it the right way. It's not hard. And if it's a Google Doc that's not shared with me, much more severe penalties will apply because come on. It's time, y'all. Let's go. Do your best work. I'm really looking forward to what you have to see. I want to end on a high note after that kind of slightly negative thing, but honestly, it gets exhausting. And I don't think a lot of students realize how hard it really makes it on the professor's end. And when we're trying to help you guys and teach you, that's rough. All right. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thanks for watching.